Yeah, I've been like, it's funny, like, I used to feel like super confident in the Fox Ditto. And like, I feel like somewhere along the way of like practicing it and like thinking about it a lot, I got like lost in the weeds.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I need to like put together some of the jigsaw pieces that like used to be in place that I like jumbled around.
Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
it's like I don't even think it's like I need to revamp like everything. I just need to like cue into a few specific things that I maybe have like lost sight of. And I just want to hit harder. I I do not hit hard enough. That's like all I think about every time I play
Mm-hmm.
anyone.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we can just play a couple games and see what happens.
Okay. That all sounds good. I definitely think I had a similar thing when I was getting better. I feel like the Fox though, it's just the one matchup where every time you get better, you're like, it just stops making sense because the way you play isn't something about the matchup is it's like so high maintenance that like you don't whatever happens when you get better, your play just doesn't align with the ditto and you have to rework it and you just do that every single time you get better. And yeah.
No, exactly. Like I feel like I just got access to like a few more mix-ups and got like a touch faster and more technical. And like anytime I try to implement any of those things, like anytime I try to like make my general gameplay a little bit more complex, like I automatically just start like fumbling all over the place in the ditto.
Mm-hmm.
Um like I feel like it's really hard to like safely add in like any new like technical thing that you can do,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. I agree.
Um yeah, I don't know. I'm sick of playing like foxes and I'm like this person is so bad and then I lose. Yeah.
That's so real.
Like it's actually crazy. Like, dude, I've hit my desk pretty hard sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, the fox though is actually just the devil. So I don't blame me for getting upset. It's so annoying to lose. But
Yeah, it was like I really wanted to do like a puff lesson, but I couldn't find a puff to play, and I was like, oh, I guess I have like VODs against like X character. I'm quote unquote worse against them than Fox, but like I'm in the mind cube right now with Fox. That's what we've been. That's what we call it. That's what something my like something Jake started saying a bunch. Like when someone's got you in like the mind cube, like you're just like literally like trapped by
yeah.
their wizardry, even if like regardless of how good they are, like you're just in the cube.
Hmm.
That's where I am in the Fox Ditto, dude. I'm in the mind cube right now.
The fox though is definitely the mind cube matchup. I remember when I played, I would call it the vortex.
Yes, dude. It's just like, yeah, dude. Exactly, dude.
You're in the
Oh my god,
vortex. You're cooked.
dude, dude. Yeah, 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 for sure. I just wanna like update my like software a little bit in neutral just to like make it a bit more safe. And then I just want to like really figure out exactly where like it's falling apart with like my punish decisions.
Hmm.
Um, and that's what it's really like mainly what I'm looking for. But we can just play a couple of games, like just one or two, maybe, and then just like talk it out
Oh,
or whatever you think is working would work because I'm sure you've probably done something like this before. I really
yeah,
haven't.
yeah. We could just do like two games, and then yeah. I guess let's talk about it. I will say with the what's it called, the punish stuff. It probably after the game, if we want to get down and dirty with it, we could just watch the exact VOD that we just played, and then every single combo that happens, be like, okay, this is what went wrong. Here's what you do
Yeah,
better. Whatever.
exactly, and that's another reason why I wanted to like do this with you because it's like one thing for me to play a Ditto against like a good Fox, but that's like still like pretty solidly in the mid level.
Hmm.
Versus like me having a clear example on the other side of like here is a like top Fox and this is how they combo me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because I don't really have any like VODs against like top Foxes to where it's like see how the Fox you played against did this. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's
Yeah.
kind of like helpful on both ends.
Yeah. I
But
think this is a good exercise for sure.
yeah. Sorry if I'm like really bad at like handling like audio, and I don't know where my headphones are right now, so I'm just like I don't know if the game audio is like reverberating or anything for you.
It like is kind of, but it's really quiet, so I can't
All
really
right,
like hear it when you're talking or anything.
all right, cool. As long as it's not like a problem,
No, it's
because I
totally
just want to
fine.
hear a little bit of game audio here.
Yeah.
We can do like Battlefield, I guess, if you whatever stage you think would be like the simplest.
Yeah, we can see Battlefield. I don't think as long as it's not FD, I don't think it
Yeah,
matters.
yeah,
And I guess
yeah,
Fountain.
yeah. I hate both of those stages. You're yeah. All right,
uh,
cool.
those are the cringers.
Hmm.
I definitely feel like that game you're playing catch up a lot. There's a lot of like you're maybe one step behind on an interaction, and then like I was just able to kind of do my thing because you weren't like in position to respond or whatever.
Yeah, it was like, oh, it's so many like that's exactly what it feels like, where it's like I don't feel like I'm making any like terrible decisions,
Yeah, I
you know,
agree. I agree.
but it's like it's just always like a hair off, and like I
Mm-hmm.
get grabbed and stuff. But like also there was like definitely some punish stuff that I noticed that I want to like ask about.
Yeah.
Like when you did that like nair grab
Uh
from like
huh.
right to left, like those are like things that like I just would not see that like doesn't seem like real, but like is pretty real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, let's play like yeah, we'll do another and like depending on how this next game feels, maybe one more. But
Okay.
I'm already like having thoughts. So
Nice.
Mm, let's do one more and then look at those.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's look at some of those games.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts before we watch?
Um. Yeah, I feel like one of the things is like I feel like really uncomfortable when I am like when I don't have a hitbox out in
Mm-hmm.
the Fox Ditto. And whenever I like watch top foxes, they're like throwing a lot of hitboxes out. And like I obviously understand that there's like it's way more complicated than just like having hitboxes out. Like there's a lot of thought that goes into all of those hitbox choices.
Yeah.
But like when I play you, it's like a similar thing where it's like you definitely feel like you have a lot of like hitboxes out, but you're doing it in a way where it's like really hard for me to punish you for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like one of the main things that I want to like get better at. Like I have a really hard time like picking my spots and like spacing, and maybe part of it's like a character control thing with just like having like oh like this is like a nair spot, this is like a drill spot, this is a back air spot,
Mm-hmm.
this is a up tilt spot. Like I just feel like I don't quite have like a grasp of that. So whenever I like play a better fox and they're like just throwing out those hitboxes in a way that's a lot more like feels like less committal and like feels more like a bait for me to kind of come in. Like I want to be able to do that
Yeah. Yeah.
more.
That makes sense. I think the main thing that kind of tells the foxes like I want to be doing X move here or Y move there is um I actually don't think we've explicitly talked about this with Fox or in like the Ditto, but it's essentially just like threat range checks. And so it's like
Mm.
they're at a certain distance from the Fox, and it's like some mixture between like the dash pattern that they did before. So like they dashed forward, um, or they dash back, and then obviously the distance between them. And it's like if you're at a point where like running shine maybe just wouldn't hit, then you dashing forward would signify like, oh, this guy might be doing something, and so I like want to prevent it by doing like a drill forward or like
Mm.
dashing back and then trying to dash dance grab the running shine or something, or like,
That was
or you go.
no, that was the other thing that I noticed was like it felt like you were playing around the spacing to where like running shine was always like on the table and I felt like threatened by it, but it didn't always come.
Yeah.
Like cuz I've talked about this with other people about how like they're like you just like don't like running shine enough or like properly or like I feel like you haven't like fully unlocked like the potential of running shine. That's like something I've been told by like people that I've played against. And then when I like played those games, the whole time I was thinking I was like, "Oh, like it feels like you played around running shine in a lot of spots that were like very intimidating. And when you
Mm-hmm.
did it, it was like there wasn't like a bad running shine attempt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 I definitely feel like running shine is like the threat range baseline against, or like as, and I guess against Fox. Like at all times, you're like, okay, once I get to the point where running shine is like on the table and they can't stop me easily, then all my mix-ups unlock. Because that's why dash forward's threatening, and that like just the fact that you could be moving forward at any point makes them.
Mm,
Most characters have to do something preemptively, and Fox is one of them if he wants to like get a good hit on it. Um, and so yeah, that's why I think when you're playing against the better foxes, you want it to be like, or that's why it feels like, oh fuck, am I gonna get running shine? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to defend against it, and it should be
yeah.
on the table a ton. You know.
And then I do a drill and I get grabbed, or I do a nair and get up smashed. You know?
Yep. Yeah, exactly that. They're trying to like manipulate your brain. They want to put you in the cube, and the running shine is how you
Yeah,
put
dude.
people in the cube.
Yeah, that's yeah. It's so yeah. I guess the other point is like obviously I want to talk about like punish and like assessing when to throw out what moves. Um, and I definitely like want to talk about running shine. I guess like those
Mm-hmm.
are the three things I guess that um I'm that like really reminded me of those games. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can pick whichever one you want and just look at it.
Yeah, I'll just do the second one since I think first games were always awkward for everyone.
Sure.
That running shine made actually okay. So one thing that's important about running shine that also makes it really good for Fox is that since you're using a one frame move, you have so much more time to react. Does that intuitively make sense? Compared to like if you're gonna run up nair or run up grab, like the point that you have to make your decision is a bit later with running shine.
Like okay, yeah, yeah. So it's like I don't need to like yeah. I
Yeah.
can dash in and like decide not to shine.
Yeah, you
Is that what
have
you're
like
saying?
yeah, exactly that. Yeah, you have like seven more frames to realize, I actually don't want a running shine here at all. Compared to like
Yeah,
grab, where it's like you have to grab pretty early if you're gonna grab something. You don't really get to look, and the same
yeah,
for like nair and stuff. And so
yeah.
in this situation, I think your idea to running shine is totally reasonable because I was dashing forward, and it's a super common position the fox did to like intercept someone moving forward with your own running shine. But then I
Yeah.
think at this point, you probably should have seen that I'd like full hopped and been like, "Ooh, I'm gonna like get out and like maybe dash away or something," you know?
Yeah. Just looking at the screen a little harder.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely the main thing is that is the benefit of running shine. You get to use a one frame move, take advantage of the time it gives you. That's why it's super
Mm,
broken. Is Fox doesn't have to decide until super late with a super good option.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I think here I kind of do that where it's like I run forward with the intention of running shine. So I'm like, oh yeah, we're at this distance. I don't really know what's gonna happen though. And so then I like run forward and then I realize, oh, you're dashing away. So I'm gonna go even further. Instead of running shining here, I'm gonna go all the way over here before I do it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it looks like I intended to do that from the beginning. Well, that's like how like fluid being able to react with running shine is. it kind of feels like you're messing up. Like I think that jump, maybe you meant to. It feels like you meant to wave dash, but maybe you meant to jump, and then you messed up your
I
dash
meant to
momentum.
I meant to waveland. So
Okay,
I love full hop waveland and short hop waveland, and I just like missed the short hop waveland. I was like, ah, and then I dashed back and tried to do a full hop one,
yeah,
and I like kind of messed up the full hop one.
yeah. You like didn't get your like dash momentum, and then you ended up getting running shine because of it. Yeah,
Yeah, if you get the like really juicy waveland back, like the full length one, you can kind of see I don't do it like really right. And then you do short hop drill. I've had like a lot of success like catching running shine attempts with that
yeah,
sort of bait, which is
yep,
what I'm going for here, and I just don't get the full waveland back, so I kind of just eat the running shine.
yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, I was definitely trying to probably press a button, like a defensive button, and get up attack there. I remember thinking that.
Yeah, that just happens. You probably wanted to shine and then B
Yeah, I
button.
wake up shine, and then I got shined again.
You know,
Try to drill.
uh, I think it would have worked. I will say, I so I guess to give my thoughts on that drill is why I guess I think this drill is on the table is because like it's you can hit this read in a different way. Like if you want to, you could always just up tilt here and it'll also hit. But like this gives you can react because you're dashing back, which is why I guess like it ends up being good. But at the same time, I kind of feel like doing pivot drill is really hard. And like if I want the easy way, I guess to cover this dash forward, I'd honestly just short hop back air. I'd like dash back, short hop back air, and then bear right here. And I think
So
that's really good too.
I don't think I wanted to do like pivot drill. I think I wanted to like at the end of my dash to the left do like fade back drill.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed my Y button, and so I just got like pivot down smash. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That makes sense. Oh, I think you kind of got cooked here. One thing about the being next to Fox situations is I kind of feel like every time I'm next to Fox and frame advantage is awkward, I don't know exactly what's going on. I like am a lot less inclined to do an action in place. I'm a lot more
Mm.
inclined to like full commit, which you couldn't really do in this spot because you had shield. Maybe you could wave dash shine. Um, but like I'd much rather like full commit or like just escape or full hop in place. I feel like aerial in place just doesn't hit because Fox is moving. Fox can move way too much for that to like actually work very often. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, it feels like it feels like technically it's a part of the mix up. Like I could just dash left here and then get hit by drill, but like I don't think the risk reward is good enough to even like warrant doing it. Because like if what happened, if I maybe hit my tech skill or I hit my reaction, I wave dash back shine you, you miss your what's it called your tech because you're L canceling and then it's like oh what the heck is happening? There's a bunch of freakiness, you know.
Yeah.
I think there's just a lot of like outplay potential for the Fox that's not aerialing in place there. Like if I could do it simple and just like stand there and like dash right grab. And then that's the worst possible hit, you know. Um oh yeah, that's fine. The Nair is also fine. But like you kind of struggled getting down from the platform once you got up there.
Yeah.
And I think that actually cost you a lot.
I think there were a couple of times where I felt like I felt a little uncomfortable on platforms. I was trying to like use like diagonal full hops
Mm-hmm.
and like falling through platforms, and it didn't really feel like it worked.
Yeah, I feel like when you're at least in this position, since you're like pressuring the corner, I feel like full hopping on side plat is a lot worse because you don't like since you're full hopping, it takes you so much time to get back down to where you like actually thread me, to where like a lot of awkward things gotta happen in between. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think like
Y-
here, if maybe instead of like deciding to full hop, you near to the platform and you're like, okay, I'm gonna dash back shield and then like think about shield dropping, maybe not shield dropping, maybe wave dashing off or something, but like something that keeps you in this area. That's like the
Mm,
good stuff.
yeah.
I think defending from the platform full hop's great. It's impossible to hit full hop on a side plat. It's so hard. But when you're like pressuring, you need to like be in this zone, or I get to do that for free. You know?
Mm, yeah. You just grab center.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely had a hard time keeping you in the corner.
Hmm.
Um, but
Yeah. I mean, we could watch my corner pressure for that actually, because I tried relatively hard to be
yeah,
smart while doing it.
let's like try to watch this game fully from like my perspective and then maybe watch it from yours.
Yeah, I'm down.
It's kind of like the thing we do where like we go through it in my games and then like watch a top fox, except
Yeah.
it's like actually me getting bodied, you know. So it's even more valuable.
Oh, see,
Oh,
yeah, this is the
I
drill.
like the wave dash down a lot that you did.
Yeah, this is super duper good. But this is like the attacking place that I was talking about from the other situation, where it's like you're just something bad is gonna happen. Really, something bad's gonna happen. Now I missed my JC grab because I'm the worst, but
Oh, I missed like 3 JC grabs, dude. I wanted to shoot myself.
yeah, this is like asking for instant death. Because from this,
Yeah,
if you think about it
yeah,
from my perspective, I don't have any reason to like actually go through this spot. Because if you dash back, I'm okay with that. I have center stage. You're cooked. If you dash forward, I'll be able to deal with it because I could wave dash down, CC, or like shine dash forward, or do something. Shield, I could like react. But when you stay in this zone, it's just like nothing good will ever happen, you know?
yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, that's
Definitely cringe.
yeah,
I think you tried the jump shine, running shine.
yeah.
No.
I tried to running shine you and just kind of like push you off stage. I mean, I could have grabbed you, but I feel like I could have just like kind of put you in like a really bad position off stage. I just shined you on the wrong side. I don't know
Yeah.
how you feel about that decision.
I think up smash would have been really good here. This
Yeah,
is like the prime percent for up smash. You get like DI in, up air, shark, get a second upper off the top if you want to go for that read, or let them fall down, then back air them off stage without a double jump, or they DI away, and then you get like a, because this is the percent where they start getting sent pretty far away from DI away on up smash, and so you get like a pretty juicy edge guard. Um,
yeah,
it feels
yeah,
kind of checkmatey, even though technically Fox can live a lot of the time.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. kind of feel like one thing that's it might come up more, but one thing that's kind of been happening is you're getting stuck transitioning, or you're yeah transitioning between situations fluidly. And I guess what I mean by that is
Yeah.
like you're not super quick to pick up on this has now turned from other Fox advantage to my advantage to the other Fox advantage to like you have to like pick up on that
Yeah,
every single time. And I think this is a
yeah,
spot where you hit
yeah,
me and you didn't realize that you're actually still disadvantageous, and then like you just got nared off stage and you might die, and you do die. I don't think you die actually. Oh, you do. Nice, lucky.
yeah.
But it's like you just because you didn't realize that you're at the back foot and you still tried to like be super like aggressive, something horrible happened. The Nair's even traded
Yeah.
and you still died, right?
Yeah, it feels like I'm having a hard time like I feel like sometimes if I like mess up and punish, my like inclination is like, well, like I might have messed up, but like I can still like press my advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something you can kind of just do a lot, I feel like, as Fox against like worse characters or characters that aren't Fox.
Yeah.
Um, and then like I try to do something similar against Fox. And Fox just has the kit that I have and can get away with, and like can just like really change it, like advantage just switch hands so much quicker than it feels like I can keep up with sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that actually I guess it makes sense in retrospect because we were talking about how it feels like you're kind of a step behind on interactions, and so then I kind of just naturally get the upper hand because it takes you a bit to adjust, and I think this is a
Yeah.
good example of that spot. I do think sometimes after you drop combos, you still keep advantage, but like, I think that's more rare than it seems. Like here, you probably have to just stick in the corner and either like shield or like go to ledge or dash dance something. Dash dancing's kind of risky, but I think you have the most outplay potential if you do that. Or stand
Yeah.
still. I'm a big fan of standing still. I stand still a ton.
Dude, there was that moment where we both stood still for a second. It was kind of hard.
Yeah,
Not
it's
gonna
sick. I think that's like people are always like, gotta go fast, do your moves, but sometimes the dude's just gonna throw himself into you or do something that's not that great, and you have to sit there. It makes it super easy because you know exactly where you are, right? Like imagine if
Yeah.
you stood still right here after this shine. I did this nair. That was honestly kind of greedy. I could have like full hopped. I could have gone to platform and started pressuring there, but I really just hard read you moving forward, and you would just be able to up smash me super easily.
Yeah. It's funny. I've had the thought recently that like you know how there are just like button presser like foxes like
Yeah.
I just like I really feel like that's like not me, but I always like want to be faster and then like every time I get faster and I'm like pressing more buttons, it just like goes worse for me and then I have to like settle in pressing less buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's just like always like the loop for me. Um and like I don't know, like I think I just need to like find like just be a bit more comfortable like not doing things so much because I don't even think that's like really where my strength lies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like
I
I'm not
agree.
the like fox that's gonna like do like like that like let's just say like I do like a nair like that. Like even if that you didn't like we didn't trade there, like I'm just not the fox that like that's where I get my juicy conversions and that's where I
Mm-hmm.
like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Does that make sense?
that makes sense. I definitely think there's an epidemic of foxes who love pressing buttons in this meta, but I think the benefit of Fox is that you're fast enough to not have to always make decisions instantly. And so by like taking your time, you could take advantage of that and really press big advantages. And I think a lot of people aren't doing that.
It was yeah, I had this idea because I was watching like a VOD of me like really new, like when I was really new, with Miles and stuff, and like we were just like pointing out what was good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it was just like, oh, like it feels like my playstyle has like evolved into something to where like some of what I was doing that was like really simple and good, like I've kind of like pushed to the side and replaced it with like pressing buttons poorly, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to like return to like a bit less of like a button pressy style and just kind of like really focusing on looking at the screen, like you said, because like there are just like instances where like I get caught with my pants down because I pressed a button when I really just needed to be looking at you a bit harder.
Yeah, I agree. Um, what was I gonna say? Man, I had something to say. It was like maybe smart. Uh, what was it? I don't remember. Well, it'll come back. We'll hit it. But yeah, no, I think that makes a lot of sense. I definitely think. I think. Oh, I got it back. Okay, I think the you can like the cool thing about screen looking is that I think you could still play really fast while paying a lot of attention. It's more about knowing like what the choke points are. Because I think I play relatively fast. I don't think I like, in box fox omega speed, press a button every single time, but I like play relatively quickly. But like once you realize that there's like a choke point, then I'm like, okay, stop and then do my thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
this situation is an example, is it's like all before we could go back further. I'm pressing all these buttons, I'm doing whatever, making these decisions, and then after this edge guard, oops, I accidentally went back. This one right here, where you up B pass and I shine you towards center, I immediately stop. And I just stand still. And I'm like, oh, this is the choke point, this is the time when I get
Oh,
like my easy hit.
also that like doing fucking plat waveland shine is like such a freak option. Like, what's wrong with you, dude?
Dude, I can't edge guard anymore. I was like, dude, what the fuck do I do here? I guess I'll shine him. I don't know.
Dude, I was like so surprised. Like that was such a weird choice.
Yeah, I was just fixing it because I did that, and then I read ledge, which is totally fine, and I was like, I don't think I have time to like land on stage back air, so I guess I'll just get my hit, you know?
And you did shine instead of like up tilt.
Yeah, I don't think I had time to up tilt. Maybe I definitely did. I definitely did. If I had
Up
good tech
tilt
skill.
would have been nasty. But
Yeah, up tilt would
shine
have been
there
cool.
into like convert into like neutral win, but you messed up was weird.
Yeah, that's what happens when you stop playing. You start doing freaky shit to make up for you being bad.
Dude, F tilt. I never F tilt in edge guarding like that.
I think it's good sometimes. It's kind of RNG, but I think the more you do it, the more you learn what angles you can F tilt and what angles you can't F tilt. It's hard. I can't explain it at all, but you just kind of know.
No, I get exactly what you're saying. There's options like that.
Yeah. Oh, I think you got super greedy here. So full hopping there is good. I felt pressured, so I shielded. And then I saw that you full hopped, and I was like, I guess I'll go to the platform or like side platform. But then like I feel like you kind of stopped paying attention. Oops, I accidentally went back again. I think if you really saw this full hop and saw that I jumped forward, you'd be like, I'm going to nair right here. And then if you nared right there, I'm getting cooked.
Where?
Um, right, right, right here. So I shield, and then you land from your full hop. I think if you're checking super duper hard, you'd be like, oh, full hopping forward. If I want to hit this, you hit it right here, not right here.
Mm.
Yeah. So you'd like full hop near to the side platform and then intercept me around here instead of. I wonder if you can see my mouse. You can't. That's annoying. Let me change something. Um.
Yeah, that's dude. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
You try and hit me right here instead of going up to do it. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and the main reason why is I think going up all the way up will always just be worse unless you have a really hard read because you have to waste so many resources and it takes so much time. And then you end up without a double jump, getting backward out the air, and you're probably shitting yourself. And I tried to read you doing that short hop off or whatever, but it's like, the fact that like you made this mistake, it could have turned into like, oh, you're getting upward out the air, it's over, you know?
Yeah, like if I wasn't at zero, that could have been like literally it.
Yeah. And I think this is like an example of screen looking in a way that's like, okay, you're paying attention, and that's good. Because I think you definitely saw what happened here. You saw me full hop. But the other important part of full hopping is judging the outcome of the situation properly and then also picking like the most, I guess, direct way to interact with it. Because if you were like, oh, I definitely know he's going to side platform here, you just snare me. You just snare me at the air, maybe up air, right? And you'd be like, good hit. But I think there's like
Yeah.
something along the way that made you like think of it a bit wrong.
Yeah, that's a good example too, because that's like such an easy to like spot one. Like I'm in complete advantage, like on the ground. Like I have center, and you're like shielding on a plat and do a full hop out,
Yeah.
and like I misjudge the situation. Like it's different from like me like losing advantage and like by messing up a combo. Like that's just like a place where like I need to be making the right decisions.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Miss my JC.
Yeah. And then you think you have advantage, but you actually don't, and then you start getting comboed hard off of it. Oh, I suck. Never mind. Um. Yeah, this is actually a super common position. It is such a bait to be like, ooh, Fox has to spend time landing or something after shining me. I'm gonna get him. It's like, no, you don't get to hit him directly. You get to like, your win is position in this spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like I need to be like comfortable going for that grab every time because the worst case scenario is like I get center stage
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying, but I need to like play center right.
yeah, I agree. Um, One thing that I think a lot of people miss when like they talk about the Ditto is that I think the Ditto is an extremely positional matchup. I think stage positioning is like super duper duper important, but a lot of people just play the same out of every position. And I think like if you're playing against the Fox, who is keen on playing positions out well, how people might tend to respond, you'll end up in spots like this a lot where you're like, I think I have enough advantage to do something, and then you're just getting reversaled. And it's like, what? This is how you play against like, I don't know, who's a good Fox, fucking Lucky or something, and then you get 4-stocked, and you're like, wait, I didn't even do that bad. But it's because like these kind of spots are the ones that came up, you know.
Yeah, yeah. My brain went to Colin, but that's actually like not how Colin beats you at all. Colin puts you in the mind cube.
Yeah, he's definitely a mind cuber. I think that was a good full hop. Then was a good idea. You just
Any issues with that up tilt?
I think the up tilt is not very good. After I whip that grab, I'm like, ooh, I probably because okay, so using all the context, um, you see the eye running shine past you and I short hop out of it, and then you could see that as you're grabbing, right? I would
Yes.
be like, he doesn't have enough time to dash back and grab me, and he's also probably worried about me trying to hit him directly. That's what I'm thinking about as the red fox in the spot. I'm like, ooh, I crossed up and he might dash back and hit me in some way. I don't know what's gonna happen. And so that's why I'm crouching because I want to like be ready for nair or something like
Mm,
that. And so then if you think of the situation, if you take my like perspective into account when you look at the situation, I would probably be like, oh, I'm gonna dash back and then play with the space I have, and
yeah.
then make sure that he stays in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think after the up tilt, you do a good job of that. You dash all the way out, and now I'm still in the corner, and you have center stage, and I'm trying to fight my way out. Nice. Yeah. I think the corner pressure was good for a while, but after um, I think which bear was it? After that bear, you kind of just have to start dash dancing, I think. And so you do this short hop that makes it awkward because now you kind of have to dash away to avoid my ledge dash. And since you didn't get your dash out, you just can't actually get out. And so now you like decided to attack maybe, but the point that you were attacking from was just so close that nothing good could have happened from it, you know?
Yeah.
I think a lot of other characters, corner pressuring is it kind of ends up just being, do back airs in different ways over and over and it'll work out. But against Fox, it's like a lot more engaged, I guess. Because
Yeah.
I think the first things you're doing were engaged in the sense that it's like, I could have dashed forward there. I probably could have dashed forward there. And then I could have wave dashed forward here. So all those make sense. But now that
Yeah.
I'm full hopping, the dynamic of the situation completely changes. And you're now playing against the fox on the stage, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's just like laps. I feel like I'm watching like, and it's like I'm looking at the screen, but there are just these like lapses in like my focus in like these critical moments
Yeah.
where the decisions just like go from like well informed to like kind of lazy pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is like a really like basic or like weird to answer questions, but like how do you like handle staying focused and play when playing melee?
I think so. When I was getting better and I really like hammered down on getting good at focusing, I think the main thing that I like did that would kind of bring me back to the game is whenever I'd be like, I'm not paying attention, or maybe there's something I'm not understanding, or whatever, I would like in my head just say exactly what's happening on the screen. And I'd be like, okay, back here to the Fox's shield, and I have advantage. And I don't want to get hit by these things. And I just think that. And then by doing that, it kind of like forces you to come up with a decision consciously. And then I think like, you could do that as much as you need to until you feel like you're back focused.
Yeah, it feels like sometimes my brain is my brain is very verbal. Like when I'm thinking, like there's like constantly like a conversation happening, like a silent one in my head. Like that's how I think. Um, it's and sometimes I like find myself like trying to just not have a conversation in my head and just look at the screen and react in that way. And then like all with before I realize it, like my brain has started like an off-topic conversation that is like distracting me from the game, or like the conversation that's happening about the game is not about what's happening on the screen. It is like, I want to win this game. Or it's like all of those things, like all of those like other things start to like creep in, and then I blink and I'm like, I get back aired and now I'm off stage and like I'm focused on recovery, but like also trying to like shut this dude up behind me that's just in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Um so that's another thing I've been I don't know, like I really want to like get better at like just focusing, cuz sometimes I feel like if I could just like focus a little harder, that I could like play these interactions a little better. Um I don't know. So is that like the only like big tip that you have? Just like try to like keep the conversation in your head about like exactly what's happening in front of you.
There's also, I think you could be more general with it and kind of guide your brain towards like, I want to generally be achieving this, where it's like, okay, I'm corner pressuring Fox now. I am
Mhm.
defending against Fox dashing forward now. I am edge guarding the Fox doing a low up B now or something. Like you could
Mm.
like give yourself kind of like checkpoints of what you're doing in the match. But honestly, I mean, outside of that, I
Yeah,
don't
I
really
know.
have much else to say.
Yeah, I know it's like a really like weird and like personal part, but I do think that sometimes that's like a big thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I need to figure that one out, but
Yeah, I mean, I
just
don't think
wanted
it's
to ask.
easy.
I just wanted to yeah. I just wanted to ask what you did for that, and I'll try it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. We have okay. Honestly, we haven't talked about combos at all, and we're getting towards the end. So, do you want to switch gears and then just do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to get your combo time. So,
You did the wave dash down again.
yeah, pretty good.
No, that's like an example of a situation where instead of wave dashing down in center, like I just run all the way across the stage
Mm-hmm.
and scrap poorly. Mm,
I guess I'll cover edge guards too, because I think there's kind of a. I mean, they're connected to punish, so it'll help. This edge guard's awkward because I have every single resource, but
yeah, you have a yeah.
one thing to know is that whenever I'm at a distance where you could just dash off and full hop shine me, like here, that's something that like you should present on the table sometimes. Um, I also think that the full hop you did was pretty good, but then I don't think you reacted well afterward. Um, so I think honestly I would full hop a tiny bit later, and then depending on what I saw during my full hop on this one specifically, since I didn't see a single button, I would just wave dash back to edge instantly. Because by the time
No.
you hit the ground, there I didn't do anything except double jump, and so it's like I have no option but to side B the ledge or up B low. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and in either situation, me grabbing ledge is good.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you messed up. You would have gotten hit anyways, but actually, this is a good example. This isn't combo, but there's. I feel like I generally lean towards using movement to deal with Fox potentially being aggressive versus aerials because
Mm.
if you're not super precise with the aerial, something like this is just gonna happen, and you're gonna get drill shined and be like, "Damn, I'm getting comboed now," and all I did was down air. But like, this is like, it's just super. It's surprisingly risky. It doesn't feel that risky, but it is surprisingly risky. Being the fox to move first always sucks, and so like you want to like not drill for as long as you can, or not use the aerial for as long as you can. Okay, that there's nothing useful there. There's not a single combo left in that game.
I feel like there were some good combos on your end, game one, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, we could. Let's go to game one actually. Doo, doo, doo. Okay. Draw Shine Tech Chase. I think we might have talked about it, but after Shine, I always dash forward without reacting. I just input forward and then I react during the dash.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, and so that lets me hit all the techs except for tech in place. But if you see tech in place, you could always dash back, so it's not that big a deal. Forward throw, round shine. Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, you just the double jump. You like didn't need the shield drop there, so you had the double jump, which made it where I had a pretty easy hit. This combo, up smash. I know you're gonna hit the platform. The big thing is that I can't hit you before you land, so I have to wait for you to land and then re-tech. So I re-tech in place. Here, I think the optimal combo is I do the upper in a way where I don't land on the platform, and then I
Double jump.
I go to the ground and then double jump up air. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the correct combo. Oh, nice grab. That's totally fine. I will say, you didn't do the what's it called? You haven't read tech from under the platform yet. Any of the games we did, you never like up through and then just stood still and reacted to if I tech rolled or not. So that's something to
Yeah.
keep in mind. You might be over focusing on tech in place. Nice, good grab. Up tilt at this percent's really bad because if I get hit the platform, it's not easy to combo off of it. So I normally do short hop up air.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just sends
That's
you
definitely
higher.
like, yeah.
That's a secret mix up.
No, yeah. I let out like a ooh when you hit that one because I love F smash.
F smash is great.
It's like my favorite Fox move.
Dash forward, tech chase. I wait and then I get to cover that for free. That's just it's just I'm not saying that you need to always do it, but it is like important to do it sometimes, and I think you'll get an intuition for when it works and when it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like here, I just had a feeling it would work because you were crouching, you probably thought you weren't going to get up thrown, you wanted to either shield on wake up or like shine or something. And so then it's like the likelihood of you actually DIing and then also teching this tech and placing this throw is just like not likely. And so I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm willing to lean into, tech rolls or miss tech.
I do like wave dash down to try and like up smash tech rolls a lot at like higher percent, but I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm pretty. I don't like try to like cover just roll enough at low percent.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah, it's such a good tech chase. Mm,
Nice. I play positioning. I missed my up smash, but this was a guaranteed kill because I got the crouch tech chase.
yeah.
Nice. You got your shine tech chase. You waited. That's really good. I actually think at this percent, waiting is a lot worse. Not to be, not to say that
No,
you,
no.
not to immediately be like, wow, what a horrible wait right after I told you to do it. But the higher the percent is, the more I want to hit a falling up air, and that's mainly because, um, since they're going, how do I say this? Since they're going so high up, you need to get there faster. And so, like, if you're the falling upper on this mistech, it would have been a lot better than hitting a rising upper because instead of it being like you're actionable now, then have to get over there, I would be like right here by the time you're actionable, and that like makes a difference, you know. That's a good idea. Up tilt
Yeah, I
would have
tried to
been good.
waveland up tilt.
Nice. I think you had after this down tilt, you back air. Since you did the back air falling, which I think is really good, you can pressure doing run up shine and shining me right here.
Mm.
Yeah, imagine if you just ran all the way over and then you try to shine me as I go through this point, and it's like that's something I have to worry about, you know. It's pretty close to being a true combo. It's not a true combo, but it's pretty close. Nice.
Yeah, I went for like just a really aggressive like. I don't know what I was thinking exactly. I think I was thinking like, let me do this laser to like make it feel like double jumping is like safer,
Mm-hmm.
and then just let me throw out an F smash to cover like jumping to ledge.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
the
I
F
did,
smash is a good idea. It
and then
definitely
I
was a real mix up.
and then I tried to do short hop nair to cover side B and got full hop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tried to wave dash up tilt again and missed it.
I think you grab ledge too early here.
Yeah.
After this nair, if I'm covering side B, I'm either gonna nair it or forward tilt it. Because like grabbing ledge here sucks so bad because this spot is just like horrific. Because what happens here is since you grabbed ledge at the time you did, by the time my up B starts moving, look, your invincibility ended the moment I got to that point, right?
Yeah.
And this is just super awkward because if I went straight, it probably would have hit your head and traded and been like, damn, now I'm not going to kill the fox anymore. But just by grabbing ledge a little bit later, you instantly like cover this for free and then have the same exact situation when I land where you get to like get your read or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Um, Here, I thunders comboed specifically because I hit you with a kind of random drill that I don't think you were expecting. So I was like, you're probably not going to hit the tech on the shine.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I should just react. You're at too high of a percent for jab reset to do anything. Um, I missed the wave land, but I like wave landing at this percent just because if you do tech roll, I think the combo's pretty good. So like imagine if I like wave landed and was able to dash back grab, I either get like falling up or on top platform and then maybe double up air. Or
I DI out, you re-grab me, you up smash me.
yeah, like something good will happen, you know. Oh, I hate that trade. I should be better. Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
You're like catching these full hops with shine really well.
Yeah, I think it's super good to be like, cause you could just like look since you have the extra frames from Shine, you could really like kind of manipulate it if you're super keen on it. I definitely should have hit that up tilt. Wonder if there's something better than this back here after this up tilt. Probably I need dash. I should have done dash back, dash forward, full hop, rising bear, so I could get dash forward momentum.
Weak it.
I don't think we could actually might have been good because I would have landed on plat and then I get the
Could've
tech
gotten
chase with up smash. I think that's no, I think that's a really good idea. Yeah, I think dash dance, weak bear was probably the best hit there.
Or full hop fair if you're a freak.
Maybe. I don't know if you go far enough to land on the platform with full hop fair. Or
Well, either way, I feel like you would land on the ground after that fair, and if I land on the ground, you still get a tech chase. Like you can either like cover my tech roll with bear or like, does that make sense?
that's true. I just don't know if you'd land on the ground there. You're pretty close to the platform.
That's true.
Yeah, I feel like I think you'd land on the plat, unfortunately.
Mm.
Oh, I missed my shine. I'm the worst.
The biggest difference I feel like is just like how you play me at the corner in edge guarding. But
Yeah, the corner is so big because I feel like I've hit you in the corner almost every time, and I don't think I've gotten hit in the corner yet.
yeah,
It's a big swing. Nice. Yeah. So there's a few you can. I don't know if Nair is specifically the best thing, but I really like Nair because it feels like it combos into this grab pretty cleanly. Obviously, I think you're actionable for a frame, so you could have shined, but it's pretty hard to actually be ready to shine because you're thinking about a lot of things in this spot.
Yeah.
I could up
Yeah.
air.
It's like Nair up tilted there. That's what my brain would have done for sure.
Yeah, I like Nair grab specifically. This is like a kind of secret technique, nuance thing, but Nair grab feels specifically good because you're probably holding down trying to shine because you don't know what's
Yeah.
happening and you want to use your what frame one move, and then I get the juicy combo starter. No
Yeah. And
DI up throw, it's cooked.
was that also a percent where you feel like up tilt would be bad?
Yeah, I think up tilt's probably. I think up tilt starts getting good around like. Well, it's hard to say because there's not that many spots where you like up tilt someone out of up throw at this percent on Battlefield, but like most of the time on Battlefield or most of the platform stages, I'm unless it's really low percent and it's on a stage like Dreamland with high platforms, I'm probably going to be short hop up airing or up smashing. So at like 0 to 15, I'm probably up smashing, and then 0 to 30, I'm probably regrabbing, and then 30 to like 60, I'm probably up airing. And then up tilt just like doesn't really fit into that. I think up tilt's more like an FD move.
Hmm.
Let me see. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The back air after the up air was just a mix up. It was either I hard bear and you DI out, or I soft bear and you DI in. That's
You
it.
got to ledge and backered me so fast. I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
And then you convert.
I think I drop it because I suck. No, I don't. Oh my god. Wait, maybe I still suck.
No,
Fortunate.
I'm bad. I could have gotten to ledge there with like a midi or something.
Mm-hmm. Uh yeah, I think honestly, the main takeaways in terms of combos that I'd have are like for you, definitely think about like the up air on platform position stuff, and like really try and be tuned in with like what the different ways to read stuff on the platform interacts. Because I think it like say super low percent reading up air with rising up air is better because first off it is easier, and second off you get a similar combo to if you were falling up air doing falling up air, and so then it's like it's an easy way to just instantly cover it. You don't have to worry about mistech being awkward, and you just get like up air up smash. But then once you get to the mid percents, I kind of like falling up air more because it lets you combo off the up air more easily, and then having access to the tech rolls is pretty good because up throwing at that percent on the side platform is cool. And then once you get to the way higher percents, I don't rising up air at all. I mostly just waveland and then tech chase tech rolls with grab, and you could up tilt tech in place. Or you could do falling up air, but falling up air is not the best because DI away just gets them out instantly. And so trying to find some balance between instant up air, falling up air, wait under the plat, and then waveland will like definitely help a bunch. I can't tell you exactly what to do where, but I think just knowing how each option generally works, you'll be able to like work it out. Um, Definitely shine tech chasing. I know we've probably talked about it in the past, but it is like so insanely important that you're good at shine tech chasing. That will like automatically make you beat so many foxes if you're good at shine tech chasing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I need to go back to the lab with some of my tech chasing patterns and like I feel like at some point I started like trying to cash out like and go for some more like read half coverages with like falling up air and stuff, and that it kind of like by doing that it was like really good when my tech chases were clean, but then it kind of like became a crutch and my tech chases aren't as clean as they were.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really good when you can also tech chase well, because then it just means that you could pick between either just hitting them for sure or getting a super juicy combo. But when you can't tech chase well otherwise, it's like, damn, I just don't tech there, and I will never get hit or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's also the up air stuff on pretty much on no DI. I like to do up throw up air instead of up throw up tilt on most platform stages from like 30 to like 60 ish. And then honestly, that goes for side DIs too, but it works on the side DIs at like a little bit higher of a percent. So like 45 ish is when I'd start going for short hop up air on horizontal DIs. Um, and up tilt starts being useful past 60. And there will be some times where you up throw them under the plat and they'll DI towards center stage. And then wave dash up tilt is the best thing to do. But honestly, yeah, I don't up tilt out of up throw very often. I'd rather re-grab or up air. Or up smash if they're super duper low percent.
Yeah.
What else was there? I guess there's the edge guarding stuff where when you do the left wing full hop, if you don't see them do anything by the time that you're about to hit the ground, then you just like wave dash back to edge. And then you get to like edge guard from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that no, and then the big one that I'm gonna really try to focus on is try to cover Fox coming in with that movement instead of moves.
Oh
So
yeah,
like
yeah, the move in place, yep, the action in place stuff, yeah.
yeah, that and like wave dash down, um, for sure are gonna be some things I'm gonna try to hammer in more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so for like actual practice stuff, you think more like plat tech chasing and shine tech chasing are the big places?
Those are like if you could do those well every time, that'll unlock a million combos.
Okay.
That'll be the
Yeah.
big like improvement point. Also, wave dashing down will also give you similar value to practicing those things. So try and really get in tune with the spots where you have enough pressure for the other person to want to like defend themselves, and wave dash down will just be like the you
Yeah,
know
like I'm sure if I find myself like wave dashing down automatically, I'm gonna be a lot better at covering like spot dodges and like grabbing preemptive shields and like just grabbing aerial in place, all those things. So
yep.
those are yeah, this is good. I'm gonna write down some of this stuff and I have a lot of foxes I can play, so this will be good.
Hell yeah. Okay, well that sounds good. If you have any questions, obviously you could ask, but
Yeah,
yeah, have a good
for
rest of
sure.
your day/week.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
I'll talk to you soon.
all right, cool. Later.